Hi, this is Mike Brezonick. I'm with Bernhard Schützeneder, who is Sales Director of Motorenfabrik Hatz of Germany. We're in South Carolina to talk about the 3H50 engine, but also at Bauma. Hatz introduced its new E1 technology for its single-cylinder engines. Single-cylinder air-cooled engines have been seen by some people as that was going to be difficult to maintain that product going forward. Talk a little bit about the E1 technology and what it brings to the market.
Yeah. So the E1 technology is actually something we have been working on for almost a decade because we were scratching our head how to keep this product on the market and still remain competitiveness. Everybody is scared about when you talk about electronic engine control, everybody is scared of the costs that are involved with that. So knowing common rail engines where we really have a lot of technology in the background, it's true that this would be an overkill for the single cylinder. So we know the market position well, we are the market leader, we understand the market. So it needs to be robust and simple, and therefore we developed a system that is really focusing on robust core component and an intelligent drive on the ECU. Also with a lot of benefits for customer, because we didn't only want to have just another emission stage. We really wanted to improve the usability for the users, and therefore we have developed a very nice electronic control where customers can also add options like starter motor protection, low idle shutdown, load protection, and everything in their machine to enable the machine to be utilized more efficient for the customers.
So instead of, again, as you said, instead of just meeting an emissions level, you sought to add to what the customer could do with the engine.
Exactly. That's what our thought was. So initially, of course, it is emission driven. For Tier 4, in next year we will launch that product. But it's important to also improve the usability of the engine to make it possible to be diagnostic with a diagnostic tool, which everybody else has now in his workshop. To have it on the same diagnostic platform like big water-cooled engines, to have the same level of service experience that you have, that you can do the diagnostic repair, so that you know exactly, there is a failure code on the CAN J9039 protocol. You know exactly what you have to bring when you go out with the service, because the service for single cylinder is even more critical than on bigger engines, because there is a lower value of the engine, at least to be considered or perceived by the customers. So therefore you have to be more efficient on smaller engines doing service, and therefore it's always good to know what the problem is before you go out and bring a big box of parts and you don't know where to start looking from. Take out the engine first. That is what we thought is really bringing the single cylinder engines on a new level without adding a lot of costs to it.
Looking at another technology trend, a lot of people are talking about electrification. You're in Europe, you see a lot of this information. And I guess what's your take on the concept of electrification? Where will it work, and what do you see going forward as Hatz response to the trend of electrification?
Yeah. I mean, electrification is really bringing products on a completely new level. I mean, it has been working on the consumer base. I myself have a battery-driven lawnmower at home, no secret. It's very, very pleasant, but it's consumer level. I don't have a big expectation on that, and I don't have to earn money with it. So the problem that we see in Europe is that earning money with a full electric machine is still very difficult because the initial costs are so high. There is a big way or big room for electrification and electric machines in our industry for sure, and it will influence also our market. We shouldn't be scared from that. I mean, we at Hatz, we're working on concepts, how to integrate ourselves into that market. Nothing to be said yet about it, of course. It's still something that we are working on, but nevertheless, I think that in the first stage it's not really attacking the diesel market in our lower power segment, because there is a choice of different products. You have diesel engines, petrol engines, gas engines, and electric drive. So we have been always challenging the electrification process. I mean, when you just look back 20 years, our main market was diesel prime pumps, which just supplying water, for example, in Algeria or whatever. That all doesn't exist anymore. So we have always been working on changes on electrification processes. We are used to that, so we are not scared from it. And yes, it will change the market, but I think it will first attack the lower end petrol market than the diesel engines. And for hybridization, it's just vice versa. I mean, we have been working on hybridization since long time. We have also developed this engine to be downsizing engines with high torque to comply with requirements we have for hybridization. And the E1, for example, is a full CAN bus controlled engine. So the first engine in that car category that is small and fully integratable in a hybrid concept. Because the problem on hybrid concepts is you don't need a black box of an engine. You really need an intelligent machine to speak with. And that's what the E1 engine is as well. I mean, it's really, I mean, it has few sensors, not a lot, but it can speak to a master ECU, a vehicle ECU, and therefore also monitor how much power consumption you have and help the hybrid system to optimize itself.
Well, Hatz has been around for almost 140 years. It seems pretty clear that their intention is to be around for a lot longer. Again, Mike Brezonick, thanks for watching.